to be left out here either. So I think we're all gonna
right.
GTF.
Well, I'm gonna
No
add,
good meat in shadow. Heck, let's
I'm
let's
gonna
go
I'm
back
gonna
to
add
non-shadow.
I'm gonna add the Shadow Naga initiative because there's something also going on at the House of the Moon when you guys are ejecting.
Oh,
Yeah, the problem might be more than just the shadow, though.
we found the problem, guys. It's in the plane of shadow.
Shadow snake. This is like Necro Snake broke up and like.
The problem with the shadow realm is like everything is the shadow. It's like the shadow toilet paper and the shadow. The toothbrush. Yeah.
That's a cool spell though. That's really
Yeah.
interesting. What else could be going on in there?
I like better than what's in the book.
That is.
It's a lot more thematic.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll for initiative because there's bad things going on that you guys get to.
Fortune trigger.
That you guys get to. Yeah, fortune has now triggered.
There we go.
I will choose not to roll my initiative twice for the first round.
Okay, Darian's not here.
My base is.
You leveled up, so I don't know if your bases have changed, but.
Yeah, my dex went up.
All right, Tech doesn't know how to. I'm going to move you guys to a different map. Give me a second. I'm going to move you guys to something called House of the Moon. I'm going to make it player visible. I'm going to unfrog part of it.
On Booker Beckett?
Yep. Where are you guys?
The shadow knows.
All right, so I'm going to put you guys right here. I'm going to draw just a quick outline of the building. Which is 45 feet. Sort of an entranceway. So there's the yawning entrance to a large stone structure covered in this strange vine. You had stopped, kind of look at it while you were talking very quickly. You had agitated something that lived there. The fortune hex kicks in. Anyone want to use their fortune for this round on initiative?
Matt, I'll kind of defer to you this first time through it. Is this a good use for it, or just save it?
I'd use it
unless you're going to make an attack roll.
Yeah, I tend to think of it as a saving throw thing or an attack roll thing, but
cracking SR or
oh sure.
Yeah.
Can fortune be used on?
I don't. Not a caster level check.
Okay, it can't use
check,
caster
attack
check?
roll,
Okay.
saving throw, or skill check.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I will use
no!
mine this turn then.
It's not even more broken.
So I think nobody's using it for initiative.
Okay. Tech. Tech is drawing his blades. Tech sees something wrong. He is going to cast lead blades.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him in the lead blades.
He doesn't have quick draw, so he drew his weapons and then or cast a spell, and then with his last action drew his weapons. Have to check. It is DL. DL is doing something. Shadow.
Is it laundry? Because that would make sense. EL is doing laundry.
Is it?
Is that what that is? Downloading?
That's another good guess.
Is DL's on Napster right now? You guys still use Napster, right?
Did I ever use Napster? Wasn't it all about Kazaa or whatever?
Yeah.
Who has come to our home? Something akin to a large female face atop a snake body has just slithered its way outside of the shadowy building.
I'll say in the telepathic one, Fereosae, perhaps you could introduce us? Maybe this is just a misunderstanding.
Its reddish eyes match these strange eldritch symbols that run up and down the length of its scaled body. There's a flash of arcane magic from its eyes, and the Shadow Naga is readying to cast a spell, perhaps to interrupt something. As you guys are thinking, eject from the shadow plane, you can actually hear the worried cries of catfolk and Rakasta of the tribe of the moon, and something very large roaring in anger. It is the same roar that you sensed upon the stone barrier.
Ah, the roar! That is from what broke this, destroyed the village near the well.
Is this roar from... Wait, is this roar from inside the shadow or outside the shadow?
Outside the shadow. There's something going on as you guys are thinking about, let's leave the shadow, and you kind of slowed down. You actually are starting to sense some sort of impending danger on the other side. Bukerbeck. What do we do? Hello there!
I guess we don't leave it yet.
Maybe this Naga just lives here, and this is all a big misunderstanding.
Bukerbeck is going to cast Wall of Stone. And just put up a barrier between... let's see if this Wall of Stone has a range. He might just close off the front of that building. Yeah, it has a range. He heard other rattling in the building, and he's just going to put up a big wall of stone. He can get 5 foot square per level, so he has enough levels to completely brick up the front of the building, which is an open hole. You can't tell whether there might be doors actually open, but he's cornered it off. It's him saying hello, casting a spell, and he looks to the professor. He seems to be unsure of how to end the spell, or if we should be going. He's just gonna take out weapons, take out his weapon. I don't even know if Bukerbeck uses a weapon anymore.
He punches stuff.
Yeah, he punches stuff. He's gonna ready a move action to jettison from the shadow plane. At the same time, other people do. Thurgus.
It seems like there's innocent villagers being murdered on the other side. Though this chap in front of us may be somewhat to blame.
Oh, hello. What was this? 10, 20, 30. I'll draw my greatsword on the move.
All right, that's threatening enough. The shadow nug is gonna cast a spell. A lightning bolt rips through half your party.
Oh, that's rude.
Seems like this fortune.
This is a good time to use fortune.
I think it's going to get everyone. Makarnom's considered riding Zephyros, so he's in all the squares. So yeah, it actually gets everyone. $33 electrical damage. Reflex save is DC 20.
And so we can roll this twice and take the better one.
Yep, with your first round of fortune.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Is it 2 pound side 1d20? Haha, good thing I did that.
Tech did not do that. He's still evaded. Makarnom will.
Pixel will.
He fails. Rolling 2 4s. 33 damage. Makarnom.
My token has a bunch of old notes on it. Like most of these spells aren't active.
Yeah, you can just nuke them then, or put them at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna nuke it. Oh, actually. Oh, can I put GM notes? Is that a thing? No. Okay. There we go.
Zephyros is gonna roll twice because he makes his save. He takes 16.
The Crawling Claw uses fortune, makes a save on the second one, and has improved evasion. So I guess takes nothing.
Yep. The answer is in sword form, so it doesn't take anything. I think Thurgus is carrying it.
I just carry him on my back.
Half
damage?
Half damage if you make it a save.
What was that? Like 16?
16.
16. Thurgus got a 30, so he takes half.
All right. Yeah, the flash of light is definitely a beacon in the shadow plane. You might actually hear some distant, like high-pitched screams. They're kind of like animal screams. Like that lightning bolt might have attracted attention beyond just the Nagas and Thurgus. So you approached. The ready to action went off. You still have the remainder of your turn.
Okay, well, you've given up on diplomacy. Does it have reach?
Yeah, let me see. Big snake thing. Nope.
Okay. And then I will make one attack, power attacking, and I'll use my fortune.
This thing, as you approach, begins to leak shadow from its scales.
Plus 20.
It's bobbing its head off to the side, making weird movements.
Well, it's a good thing it's not that natural one.
Do you have any way to get through concealment?
Right now, I do not.
Okay. You strike it. Basically, the Fereosae's fortune keeps you from hitting the ground with your blade. Instead, you strike into the thing. Its hide is not very thick.
3d6. Okay, there we go. 3d6 plus 30. I was gonna go check this stuff. For 43 points of damage.
Oof. Okay. Opening a wide wound. It'll take a couple more hacks like that to remove its head. It hisses angrily, spitting up venom.
That's 2 moves and an attack. Well, that's it for me.
Zephyros. Well, there are open windows inside the building. I think Zephyros is going to launch a fireball into the building.
Oh, Jesus.
He has to roll higher than... He has to roll not a 1 because he's actually sending his pea-like fire in through an opening, he does have to make an attack roll. He doesn't roll a 1, and it goes deep into the building, and flames gout out. You do hear snakish howls and hisses coming from inside the building as he rocks a fireball into there. As a move action, he is readying to exit this plane when other people do, which is a move action. Professor.
I will. That's a good question. What do we have to mess with this thing? All right, I will do this. I will dual spell casting. I'll first free action quick draw Bacob's wand so I can cast my spell silently. I will dual spell casting this turn to cast. I will do. Wait, swift is one action, isn't it? Okay,
Yep.
Sorry. So I've done a free action. I am doing dual spell casting, arcane disruption plus fly, and he might actually be just a little bit outside of my range. Arcane disruption is short range, 25 plus 5 feet for 2 levels. That's 60.
Yeah, you're 70 feet away. You're going to have to move up a little bit.
Maybe I don't do that one because I need the fly to happen first before I can move. Maybe I will just do greater invisibility plus fly and move off to the side here. I'm going to fly over this way.
All right. You can't tell whether the shadowy Naga thing is actually looking at you or not because it's very much concentrating on Thurgus. Okay. Professor Makronam.
Oh, are we going? I can hear weird things on the other side.
Makronam is going to cast a shield spell. I think he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go, little buddy. Shield.
Oh, that thing zaps is really good.
Fereosae.
Fereosae is going to cackle, extending fortune on everyone except the professor and well, actually, wait a minute. It's within 30 feet. Yeah,
Do I
they're
have to
away
stay
forward.
close? Do I have to stay closer?
If you want the benefits of the cackle, yes. But I'm going to cackle then everyone except the professor and Thurgus, which will push fortune out to, I believe, here.
Yeah, there isn't a nice triangle there. Okay.
Could you have warned? You couldn't have seen me if I was invisible.
It's
Could you
a
have
new
warned me
thing for you.
telepathically? Yeah.
Your telepathic bond is still up, so I had to let the professor move back a little bit if you wanted.
Yeah. Can I move back?
Yeah. Stay close enough, and I can extend your fortunes.
I gotta be within 30.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. So then I'll bard song and ready in action.
Okay.
To eject.
What form does your bard song take?
Pipes. I'll start playing a jaunty little tune.
Oh,
A light melody.
I forgot to roll for Bukerbeck. He made the save and takes a bit of zappy damage.
And both both of us made the save, so I took 16 damage.
Okay.
I don't took it.
Zephyros and Bukrabek and Makranam, Bukrabek and Zephyros, I think, are in the telepathic bond, so they're like ready to like take one step between the planes, and they're saying that there's a lot of commotion on the other side. Like they're getting glimpses of a lot of violence, people running around, something big, something roaring. For those that are no longer thinking about jumping, you kind of don't hear the commotion.
We should probably go and save those people as they're supposed to welcome us and provide whatever blessing. If they're dead, they can't do that.
Round 2 of the hexes. Tech sees that Thurgus is sprung into combat and is going to charge?
Yeah, he's a chargeling.
Oh, let's see. Does he have any of the silly charge things yet? Nope. Furious focus, multi-weapon fighting. Nah. This thing is not one of his favorite enemies.
Shadow Nagas.
Alright, so Tech is going to charge, which is 2 moves and an attack. He's going to power attack.
And he's got +3 bard song.
And he's got Furious Focus, so there's no penalty on that first power attack. +2 charge bonus. He comes bounding in. And +3 Bard Song.
Mm-hmm.
AC 31. He hits for 1d8 plus 26 plus Bard Song. Smacking the Naga for 31 damage.
Nice. Take that, lightning bolt.
Like he launches in the air, he hits the side of the Naga with one of his double blades, slicing down the side of it as he lands. He's very springy. DL. Nope, not sure what that is. Shadow Nagas. Well, the ones that are inside the building are fleeing from wherever that from Zephyrus' fireball. You might have heard a spell or something slam against the wall of stone. The wall of stone shudders but doesn't break. And then this Shadow Naga is in the fight of its life. And Thurgus, you you threaten, don't you?
I do.
He's been known to.
Okay, doesn't want to be here. So it is going to try to defensively cast a spell. Do you have any feats that add to its difficulty?
Not currently.
Okay. 10. The DC is 15 plus double spell level, so 19 is the defensive check. It rolls a 20. It disappears. You can make a spellcraft check, DC 19. I think all the spellcasters automatically know. Zephyros and Professor and Fereosae all communicate and determine that it is an invisibility spell, and then the creature is going to try to use this as an opportunity to get away.
Basic invisibility. Probably trying to escape.
70 damage in one round. It's slithering away. Tribe of the Moon, all in a panic. Bukrabek, realizing that we are staying here, is going to hop forward. And let's see if you can channel to heal some of your damage. Oh, you guys, in this horrible position, he either gets Fereosae or the Professor.
I think we know he's going to choose there.
I thought both of them were within 30. Oh.
He's also trying to get Thurgus. He just misses Tech. He gets Christopher because...
Yeah, Tech evaded.
Yep. He's going to channel positive.
Christopher's not a target right
Oh, he's in a pouch.
He's in a familiar satchel. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a non-combat.
19 healing.
Yeah, excellent.
I'll say the telepathic bond. Boogabag, what is the meaning of this? Are you doing this deliberately?
I can't see you.
You moved a little too far away, and he can't see you.
Yeah.
Shall we exit this plane?
Yes, let's go and see if we can give aid to the poor village folk.
We're not going to try and chase that thing down. What if it's the cause? What if it sent the thing?
Oh, I get the feeling it is but a cog in a machine here. We can come back and kill these snakes. Don't worry, Thurgus. There's always tomorrow night. Actually, does the shadow walk last for hours? Can I, like, pop in and out throughout the course of it? Or?
No, I think it ends
once
when
you
you
bounce
return
out.
to when the duration ends, or you return to the
Got it.
material plane.
Got it. That makes sense.
Okay,
Basically-
Booker Beck trusting you. After healing, he basically is no longer there, and he's a wisp of shadow, and he's exited into a very horrible place and scene.
I have a ready to action too, right? Because it was
Yeah,
tackle, bard song, ready.
yeah. So Zephyros had a ready to action. Yeah, I'm going in order of initiative. Zephyros had a ready to action, and to disappear when somebody else did. So he'll take that opportunity to leave. Oops. I'll just move him over. Let's just get the chaos going. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah. Ready to action, then Mocronum disappears. And then Fereosae, are you using your ready?
Yes.
Okay. The world of gloom turns into a bright one, but you are not in a good spot. You see the House of the Moon as it was described by the Rakasta and Catfolk of the Tribe of Bones. It is roughly the same shape of the building, although it seems to be more sandblasted than covered with ivy. You don't see any of the ivy. There is a massive creature inside that seems to be flinging a catfolk body around like it was a toy. And you can hear things around the big creature that look like they're cackling. Somebody is getting zapped over here as they're running from the building, and for a brief moment, a creature appeared that looked like it was a laughing, disembodied skull, with crackling with lightning. And this place is. It looks like you've arrived at the House of the Moon kind of almost simultaneously or just after the nomadic warriors of the tribe of the moon have arrived at their ancestral temple. But they found something dwelling inside of it that was an unwelcome guest. There are a number of backpacks that are all dropped. Maybe the main caravan of the tribe of the moon hasn't arrived yet. These look like warriors or scouts.
Bookerbeck's just like, what is that?
You've never seen one of these things before. All right, so that was readied actions triggered by Bookerbeck shifting between the planes. Thurgus, in the shadow plane.
I will move action, jump planes.
Okay. You appear, and there is a frightened-looking catfolk that is trying to drag who is another catfolk. Unfortunately, Thurgus, you can see through this, as you've seen a lot of death before. This catfolk is dead. There's something behind you, though, that it's floating in the air, and it looks really nefarious. And these brave warriors have stumbled upon something that is well beyond them. Your blood, your blood quickens when you see this horrible beast.
It was a move action to get out, right?
Yep.
I am going to take a swing at it. And
Yeah, with your I shoot blades.
Well, it's with intent, right?
Who?
The spook
Oh,
light,
the spook light. Yeah, you can take a swing at the spook light. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my way up slowly, but I don't want to leave anything behind me. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a swing at him first. I am going to free action rage.
Immediately, the thing, almost like it's bored or like completely loses interest in the toy that it has. It looks at Thurgus like Thurgus is the only thing on the battlefield, and begins to like thump its chest. Like, you roaring is an immediate challenge to its authority as a gargantuan testosterone fueled anger beast.
Does a 30 hit this thing next to me?
The thing is quick, but you do smack it
For 48 points of damage.
and it busts into a bunch of weird, shocking gel.
And then I'll just take a Hail Mary taunt at the big beast over there.
Oh, it's loud. It's just so barking loud.
So this is -5 for my second attack, and then -3 more increments, so -6. So a total of -11. Does that sound right?
-10 for being. Sorry, I'm not sure.
It's my second attack, so it's -5.
Yep.
The blood sickle has a range increment of 10.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's in the 4th range increment, right? So that would be so that's 3 range increments at -2 each. So that's -6, right?
20, 30, 40 would be -6. It's actually 40. It's in the 5th range increment.
Well, the first 10 feet is -0.
Oh, that's right. So 0, -2, -4, -6,
-6. Yeah.
and 6.
Okay. 1. Okay, sorry. 24. 1 d20 plus 12 minus 11. That's a 31.
Your bloodsicle bounces off of its thick skin.
Okay.
It pisses it off. You know it's coming for you next.
Mission accomplished. And I'll just roar at it. Pick on someone close to your own size. That's it for me.
Zephyros, sees what is going on. And is he one to prepare haste?
Is it
I
on
think
a
he does
spell
have a
list?
haste.
He might have Blessing of Fervor, but haste shouldn't be on his spell list.
No, Zephyros, not
It's a-
Bookerbeck.
Oh, Zephyros, sorry.
Haste. Yeah, so he needs to fly forward here. No two of which could be 30 feet apart. So he's going to be able to get Bukrebek, Makranam, Zephyros, Thurgus in a haste spell.
Awesome. I'll take it.
That's worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's kind of hunched down trying to be smaller. There's just something about this that Zephyros does not want to be the guy in front.
Good thing we got these sweet Moon Dancer tokens up front.
He will ready an action to take an attack with his haste attack, though, if the thing gets close enough to him. He's got his scythe up, dripping with its necromantic energy. Professor, where are you? Oh, you're in the shadow plane still with Tech. Tech looks back.
Yeah.
He's like, "What do we do?" You speak.
Tick,
You speak
shift
Korean.
over, quick! Get out of here! The fight's on the other plane. I'll say as I shift over as a move action.
He clacks something rude at you. You're gonna shift over. Okay.
Yeah, I'll clack back the appropriate insult response in Thrycreen.
All right, the roars, Professor. The roars. This is definitely the thing that attacked the people that were at the shrine.
What do I see when I shift in? Can I like see into this building and see the creature in there?
Yeah. There's no door in this building.
Is there? It looks like I see a catfolk maybe trying to get out. Who's near the
Yeah, this
entrance.
guy seems reluctant to leave for some reason. Like he's practically got his knees. His knees are shaking, about to give away. He's got a long spear in his hands, and he's got it set for a charge, but he is, for some reason, doesn't want to go in. You can hear some of them. You can hear some of them yelling the Moon Maiden.
Okay, so I get the sense there's more maybe people in there.
Yep.
I'll say through the telepathic bond, it looks like there may be more inside. I suppose I should try and bring him down rather than gum the whole works up, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty much only the telepathic bond is allowing you to talk right now. This thing is so loud in its roars.
Any opinions on it here before we go?
Thurgus is in ragey battle mode. Zephyros, you could tell, just wants to get away. Now get away. I need to move away.
All right. I will then do. I think I'm gonna do dual spell casting. I think I'm gonna hit 2 phantasmal killers. I think one is gonna be piercing, and then the other one's gonna be silent. So these cat folks standing near to me will probably hear me mutter. Well, they can't. This guy's screaming super loud. I'm going to try and double tap this guy. I'm worried he's not going to go down in 1, so I'm going to probably try and shoot him with 2.
Okay, so this horrible beast has SR.
Yep, so the first one is going to be a piercing spell. Treat the spell resistance of the target as lower than its actual 5 lower than its actual SR.
So you get a 5 bonus basically to your.
Either I get a bonus or it loses 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You just put it on yours. It's fun.
So SR is 1d20
plus your caster level plus 5 in this case, and
17.
Do you have spell penetration or any other way of increasing the caster level?
Just this piercing spell.
Oh, well, yeah, plus 5 is pretty damn good.
And this one isn't subject to any of the fortune or anything?
This, unfortunately, is not. Matt?
All right, so it's...
Cast with overcharge.
1d20 plus 17. 32.
Its SR is not high enough to get through this.
But is it immune to fear or death effects?
I'm looking. No, it's just really angry, so it...
It's got 2 levels in Paladin.
What is the DC of your this is a phantasmal killer you're trying to kill it with?
Yeah, this is a piercing spell, phantasmal killer. The DC will be 27, 29.
29. So the first thing in phantasmal killer is the will save, right? Does it believe the illusion?
Yes.
It gets a 26. It fails the will save.
And then it's a fort save to see if it has a heart attack and dies.
It kind of it seems to be looking up at something, and it like takes a different posture, and then the fort save. 37 on the fort save.
Okay, so it takes some damage instead.
It takes some mental damage as it gets smacked by something it was bigger than it that it encountered once.
So if it's successful, it takes 3d6 points of damage. So 3d6. 9.
Okay.
And then the
Professor,
second...
when you reach out with your arcane magic and try to touch the mind of this beast, you know that this beast was crafted by the same entity that you called in the storms.
Ooh.
This is one of its
beast
pets.
Is one of the pets of one of the dread Titan gods, the certain you-know-who from the storm in the desert?
You know that if you slay this thing, this god will be angry, and there will be an immediate penalty to you as its as his proxy.
It certainly puts me in a strange place here. Well, I will maybe in a moment of hesitancy swerve that second phantasmal killer towards one of the spook lights.
Okay. Can you see them? They're all invisible. You can hear them, but you can't see them.
Oh no, I can't see them.
Okay. You can hear you can hear cackling noises, and it sounds like there's a bunch of things whizzing around its head, like it kind of like waves half-heartedly in the air. But then it looks back at Thurgus, like all this is happening quickly. It's gonna come at Thurgus like it wanted to. Professor, you know that the entity that you contacted, the Titan of Destruction, likes to send this thing after the followers of other gods.
Nice guy. So
It likes to disrupt all the little shrines and stamp them out and just teach them who's boss.
Yeah, some chaos. So I've got that second phantasmal killer like coming out the chamber. I don't really have many options, do I? I've already started like the dual spell.
Yeah. So where is it? Who is the target?
I mean, I can only see this creature, so it's the only target. Other than if I like.
You reluctantly push the other. You could just let the spell fizzle.
I don't think.
Or you could send it in Thurgus.
You can do away with your enemy Bukerbeck. I mean...
Ow, Bukerbeck's my best friend. We've got an two grouchy old man dynamic through it.
All right, so you're going to send another spell at the Red Reaver. Is this thing also penetrating? Does it... No? Okay.
No, can I just let it fizzle? I'll just let it fizzle.
Okay, you let it fizzle. Give me a bluff check to see if the others that are in the telepathic bond with you realize your consternation.
Yep.
Is this opposed versus sense motive?
Is it opposed versus sense motive?
You're also like in my head telepathically.
Yeah, I'm like, can you hide? You can choose what you say. Thurgus, I don't think you can make this roll. When you're raging, it's not an int; it's a wisdom. So you can do
Correct.
this the sense motive.
Pure instinct.
Okay, so Fereosae, you know the professor is not charmed, but he had second thoughts. Thurgus, you know something's happened with the professor. With a 50, he's having deep reservations about attacking this creature.
He's clearly been dominated. I have to attack him next.
No, clearly he's not. He's having deep personal, religious, reservations about taking any further action.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's questioning his role in combat, but he's not hostile towards us.
Nope.
Okay.
Makranam is going to extend some of his tentacles to come off of Zephyrus's shoulder. Can you cast long arms on somebody else?
No.
That's personal, eh? So he's going to cast long arms on himself and just kind of camp out in Thurgus's square.
Oh, I'm just down here, okay? That thing looks really angry.
Fereosae.
See, has Tech come over yet?
Tech goes at the top of the round, so not quite yet.
Okay. I will move.
Do we still have Bard Song, or is it being like covered up by the shouts of the creature?
You can still hear the magical effect that is Bard Song.
Should still have it, yeah.
Yep. It hasn't got to roar yet, but it'll do that in a second.
I will cackle.
Okay.
I've moved. I'm maintaining Bard Song as free action, and I want to know what this creature is. What type of creature is this?
Okay. Give me a knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature. I just pumped a couple more points into that.
Nice. Knowledge arcana. I looked at the wrong thing. Yeah.
Can Pixel can't really assist me on knowledge arcana. 21.
You know its creature type. It is a huge magical beast. You think that it's some sort of giant version of a creature called a Red Reaver.
It's a magical creature, like a giant Red Reaver.
It's
magical beast.
It's about as smart as a troll and twice as temperamental. This one seems to be completely agitated, and the thing that you do see is that somebody's put gear on it. There's the flash of a ring, an amulet, maybe even a cloak wrapped around one of its wings. Like somebody's dressed it up.
Like an extra large, extra angry troll with magical gear.
It has these ridiculously small wings for its size. It might only be able to like glide or clumsily fly away.
Those wings are dumb.
The Red Reaver. Well, I think we're gonna just completely ignore this guy who's set versus a charge. He'll take his AOO. He rolls a nat 20 with a spear.
Yeah.
These cat poker ballers. He doesn't crit it, but he gets to do some damage. 8 damage. It doesn't have any DR. Nope. The Red Reaver comes out of the building and gives off this massive roar. The roar will affect everyone. within 120 feet. And then
Is this a fear or mind effect?
this is a fear. Everyone within 30 gets the worst of it. All right, the DC will save against the fear effect is 23.
And we have fortune going?
We do have fortune going.
This is a will save?
Yep.
This seems like a good thing to use fortune for, right?
I think so, yeah.
For some of us. I'm very fucking brave.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Pixel is very fucking immune to mind affecting facts because she's a plant.
Yeah, that'll help. What was the DC?
23.
Oh my gosh, I failed.
I got a 26, so I pass.
Okay. For those that are on the inside circle, let's do the worst first. This was a save versus panicked.
I succeed.
Okay. There might be an auto shaken. Let me double check.
It sounds like I get to use my new Magus Arcana today, boys. First day I got it.
Nope.
Or you've got a good excuse to not be killing this thing.
Makarnam's gonna roll. Makarnam's gonna roll twice. He rolls a 6.
Ooh.
And he has a +9, and then Bard Song gives you a +3. So 12, 18. So Makarnam's panicked.
That's true. I forgot about the benefit of Bard Song. That one. Really
Thurgus, you made the save, so you're just roaring along, and you're able to say.
Can I tell Makarnam I'm scared?
Yeah, you could tell Makarnam's like he's like trying to, he's losing his bag like form and turning into goop, and he's gonna start moving away.
Can I take my immediate action to get for instant judgment?
Sure.
Get angrier? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
And then this
What's your power level?
this crew's just to get this crew's against Shaken. Zephyros is not Shaken, and Bukerbeck, I would be surprised if he was. No, he's got a +18 before Bard Song. Yeah, he's not Shaken.
He's so jiggly though.
These catfolk warriors though are dropping their weapons and are like fleeing. Like she's dropping the person she was trying to drag away, and the catfolk warrior that actually did damage to the Red Reaver drops his spear and is howling in terror.
So if you're in the second sphere, you're shaken right now?
Shaken,
Phil?
yep. There are a bunch of these... oops. She is not here.
I suppose the crawling claw is immune to fear, isn't
Yep.
it?
Alright, Fereosae, you made your save. Pixel,
Is immune.
immune. Okay. Alright, so the Red Reaver came out with a move. He roared as a free.
Oh, shit.
He has a reach of 15. So I think he can hit Thurgus from there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try to claw you one.
Okay.
Protective luck kicks in.
AC 32 or AC 32? It was an overextended attack. You think you got lucky. Moved, attacked, roared as a free. It's got a second attack that it's gonna use the protective luck. Another claw comes in for AC 36.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, 24 damage. It is a claw attack that is magical.
Piercing, slashing, or slashing, bludgeoning. I never remember claws.
I think it's piercing, slashing.
Okay.
Might be all three. Give me a second.
I know bite's all three. I can never remember what claws are. I think claws are 2 of them. They might be slashing bludgeon.
Claw
Cat
is
foot claws are
bludgeoning,
slashing,
and slashing. I always want them to be piercing, but it's they don't dig into you. Okay. Yep. So
Bypass DR.
he gives you a slap. He is very angry that you didn't fall down with that. He's not that
He's
smart.
got a long ways to go.
Yeah, I know he's not smart. Fortune hex. Matt, I like how you're pushing the Fs forward. So in the initiative sheet, so that's good.
Yep.
Tech is going to warp into this world.
How long was that shaken effect for?
The rest of combat.
Oh,
I thought you said it wasn't a shaken.
The second area would have shaken people. Yeah, it's basically the rest of combat. It's 5d6 rounds.
Tech's fortune is gone because I wasn't able to cackle in this round.
Okay. Tech's antennae go back when he sees the thing. He's got a move and a standard. I'm like, why is his jump? No, that's not correct.
Matt, do I have fortune right now?
You
You cackled in round 2. I know I missed the first cackle.
I think
I think you cackled in round 2. And I know that
Yeah.
the hexes last the whole round. They started at the start of combat, so I'm assuming if you cackled at the end of round 2, I have 1 round of fortune left. Everyone else has 2.
think that's true.
I think that's true as well. But normally
Yeah.
you do it in terms of your turn, but because it started with combat, it's probably just top of the round.
Probably, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
What does shaken do to you?
-2 to pretty much attack rolls, abilities, skill checks, and saving throws, I think.
It wouldn't matter too much for like casting spells, though, would it?
Tech also missed the invisibility, the haste, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he ducks around the building. You're pretty sure by his movements and the way that he disappeared from view is that he's gonna immediately come back around on his next turn. The desert lights. These things, you can hear them all giggling as they're surrounding the guy who's frightened. And they're all gaining temp hit points as they're feeding off of his fear. Shadow Nagas may not have the ability to just simply breach the plains, but they're pissed off.
You gotta stay in school for that one, kids.
Tribe of the Moon. This catfolk warrior goes fleeing. This thing seems to be single-mindedly pointed at Thurgus, so it's not going to take its AOO. This moon dancer is going to attempt to run. Because it was in Thurgus's line of sight, it takes the AOO against her. Thurgus, you don't have any of those blocking or whatever feats? What's that?
Sorry, what was the question?
You don't have any of those blocking feats or anything like that?
What do you mean by blocking? I have pinned down, but that's only when something's like 5 steps away from me.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I do not have standstill.
It scoops her up and has her in its hands. And a lot of the others are kind of clustering for safety. They were probably all were shaken by that roar. You could see a few other catfolk are just bolting. Despite their fear, they seem reluctant to leave, and they're talking quickly in Bastani that the Moon Maiden and the Truth Speaker are still inside. Bukerbeck.
You might be slashing bludgeoning, but I'm receiving piercing damage right now.
Right. They are piercing.
It is subdual, I believe.
I knew it.
Fergus, do you want to go on the other side of the beast?
Sure.
Okay, Bukerbeck goes defensive. He moves forward. He then is going to use his dimensional hop ability. He can go 100 feet. He can go definitely 80 feet, kind of twisting around. Oh, sorry. Macronom gets left behind. And puts you sort of on the inside of the building. You can see that there are some people. One standing over a fallen catfolk woman, or a Rakastan woman. An old man kind of trying to help her, and the warrior that's standing over her has got a spear. Very, very scared, but facing towards the beast. Thurgus?
I have a question about rage.
Yep.
Are supernatural abilities prohibited from being activated if they don't require concentration?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to spend one action to activate Bane. I believe Fereosae informed me that this was monstrous humanoid, so I'm going to activate Greater Bane monstrous humanoid.
She said magical beast.
Oh, magical beast. Sorry.
Yep.
Then I'm going to maintain my rage and swing 3 times. I'm going to use my fortune on my second hit. And hopefully
nice.
this hits
yeah.
goddamn train.
The thing's got a couple of like arrows sticking out of it, but they don't look like they've pierced anything important or even through the skin completely. And you're right behind it. It's looking around like, where did you go?
That's number 1.
It peeks kind of over and under its wing, and then it's looking towards you.
The second one's a nat 20. Can it be crit?
This thing can be crit. It's a big, big beast.
I'll roll to confirm the second one. Ooh, that's only a 30. I'm going to use my immediate action.
Yeah, 30 misses by 8.
I get one of those around, right? In the 3-action system? One immediate.
Mm-hmm.
And re-roll it. Because I want that crit. 39.
Hits by 1.
And then my last one is 2 minus 10. Both. This looks like it still misses, though.
Yep.
Okay, so 1 normal hit and 1 crit. You need the exclamation point crit, right?
Yep. Standard critical damage.
Okay. Who?
Nice.
Boy. Good lord. All right.
What do we got here? He's not
So
gonna like
much.
this.
There's so much going on here. 3. Sorry, this is continuous. 43. So that's. So this is the first hit. This is the standard.
It makes a very loud yelp.
So 75 and 127.
Yeah.
202 damage total. Brings it to
What the
219.
Is it still up?
Yep. It was bloodied on the second attack.
I'm gonna take my hasted attack.
Wait a second. Does it have... It has 50 hit points left, so...
Oh, sorry. That I took all 4. The first
Yeah.
one was Bane as a Swift. So and
Okay.
then 3 attacks. So yeah, that was it.
It's turning around and slashing around. Oh, you got the full round attack on him. He's gonna get the full round attack on you. But Zephyros goes next. What damage can Zephyros do before?
Kill steal.
You could glitter dust. If he does 9, will. Let me try to have one of those.
He can shout back at it, which would be funny. It's like fireball, 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 fireball. He could do an enervation against it.
Ooh.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy to touch. In theory.
Yeah, its touch AC is 12. He hits it with an enervation. A blackish bolt comes flying out of his trunk and hits the creature in the back as it turns around to face Thurgus. And I think that just automatically does, or is there a fort save?
Might be SR.
Ah, yes, there's that too.
Yeah, but he's got Spellbend, Greater Spellbend, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so 1d20 plus 14. He's trying to crack 26. He does so. There's no save on Innervation, and it's a d4 negative levels. 3 negative levels, so it's at -3 to attack. And -3 to saves. And -15 hit points off the top. Just do that right now. It shudders when it gets hit by the thing, but it's more concerned about tearing Thurgus limb from limb.
Fair.
68. So it's got 3. I think it may require more than that to put this beast down, he says as he's flying back. Yeah, he's just going to join the others. His all-day overland flight.
Thurgus has it, though.
Professor.
I will recover from my brief hesitation of this Titan I have somehow gotten entangled with, getting a bit upset at me. I will spend, as a swift action, 3 points from my arcane pool to increase the DC by spells I cast this turn by 2. And then I will do dual spell casting. I'm going to do auditory hallucination and audio-visual hallucination silently from the backfield here. I can get... I should be able to get the Red Reaver and the 3 spook lights. I'm going to shoot the...
Can you see them?
At both. No, I guess I can't. So I guess I can't get them. I'll just get the Red Reaver then.
Okay. SR?
Yeah, what was SR? 1d20 plus spell caster level.
Yep.
Anything else? No.
Unless you have Spellbend.
29.
That gets through it. All right. What is this thing? What spell are you casting? Sorry. The audio...
Auditory hallucination, and then here's the one for the audio-visual hallucination. It's basically the same thing, just to hedge the bet here. 28. So they both get through, so it will be twice as powerful. I'll give one to concentrate to the crawling hand, and I'll maintain control of the other one because they're concentration spells. So The
just hits the
auditory,
part, breaks the rules.
the auditory hallucination will be DC 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the audio visual will be DC 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 31.
Okay,
So,
it fails both, I think, because of the enervation spell that Zephyrus cracked into it.
Awesome. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what does it think it hears and sees?
So the desert sand will swirl up around it, starting to obscure the greater battlefield from beyond, and start to deafen the roar of it, the sound of its roar. And 3 voices will pop into his head. And the first one will be violently yell, "Reaver, stop! I command you!" And then a next one will start to whisper in there, "Yes, you must come back. I recall you now, Reaver." And then a third one will be, "If you stay here, you will die. That would be an annoyance to us, to lose you to such pitiful things."
It's acting weird now. It throws its claws up in the air. It puts its hands above its head and goes, "No!
Come back now!
It actually spoke, and it's speaking in giant. Like, it knew the word no.
Come back now.
And it's now...
You must come back!
Yeah, it seems really spooked.
Sure is going to
Makranam,
be confused for a couple of rounds there. That's a real inopportune time. But, I mean, I'm trying to save it, you know?
the panic is only...
Mr. Moores,
The
I'm
panic
trying
is...
to get it home to you.
The panic is only going to last 1 round. So Makranam moves at 30? Let's see.
Oh, wait. I was shaken that round. Does that interfere with my spellcasting?
No.
It's cast level check, not ability skill check.
Got it. That's what I thought.
Makranam moves at 40 with his... with haste, which is much better than 20. And he does a run.
I mean, he runs away this round and he runs back next round.
yeah.
Makranum?
Yep.
Is it really a run if it's pseudopods outside of?
Well, it's kind of this tumbling roll as this fleshy bag with potato sprouts kind of goes rolling away. Oh, the cat folk are startled by it because they're startled at everything right now.
Scaredy cats.
Well,
Uh,
look at the thing. Look at
Hey,
the thing.
come on, that might be a episode name for tonight, guys.
Scaredy cats, nice. Fereosae.
I'm gonna glitter dust the spot where the guy ran away.
Nice.
And what else? I'll cackle for the benefit of this crew right near me here. And continue Bard Song. Yeah.
All right. What is the DC of your glitter dust?
The DC of the glitter dust is 20.
Okay, one of them is blind.
Nice.
And then the Red Reaver, with his -3 to will saves, is also blind.
If I got through its SR with a 33, probably yes.
I don't think glitter dust
Oh,
has
that's
a star.
It might not apply. That's true.
Yeah, it's conjuration. No SR,
Nice.
which is why you affected the spooky lights.
Ah, very nice.
It's out. No. It's yelling up at the sky. No. Red Reaver goes defensive. He then is bounding away into the hills, and he incurs an AOO from Thurgus as he's doing it. Let's check this thing.
I'm trying to save him, guys. I'll get in trouble if we kill him.
Is he taking a withdraw action?
I think it... let me see its movement first. If it withdraws, it takes a 5-foot step. It incurs an AOO from you, right?
Well, pinned down is anybody who attempts to withdraw.
Yep.
I can make a combat maneuver check against them and potentially prevent them from running away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's withdrawing.
Okay, I'm gonna use pin down then, and I'm gonna try and keep him from leaving. It's
His
gonna be harder.
his little wings are flapping like you're pretty sure that once he leaves the threshold of the door, he's gonna try to fly away, which is amusing.
I'm gonna try and take my greatsword and stick it through his foot and keep him here.
Okay, his CMD is 44.
The attack hits, you deal no damage, but the target is prevented from taking the move action that granted the 5-foot step or the withdraw action and does not move. Okie dokie. We shall see. 51.
You kind of trip him up.
No.
All right, so his withdraw action fails. How many actions is withdraw on the 3-action system?
His full round.
Is it?
I think it's 3 actions.
Give me a second. Let's have a look.
I think it's considered a 5-foot step and a double move. But I don't recall. I'm not as familiar with the 3-action system as you are.
Am I spelling it right? Withdraw.
Poor guy's confused.
It's a full round action. When you withdraw, you move up to double your speed. And the square that you start out in is not considered threatened.
Yep. But it is a full round, so full rounds become 3 actions, right?
And you could do it as a standard if the round was reduced to a standard. Okay, yeah, he... Oh, shit. He was defensive. Defensive adds... It's a -4 to your attack and a +3 to your AC. So his CMD was 50. You still won.
That's a incredible
He's just
roll.
a crazy divine beast right now.
No, fight!
Yes, fight!
Titan demands no fight!
He's getting frustrated.
Thurgus demands blood.
Yeah, okay. Next round, I don't know what happens with all the fortunes and protective lucks, but Tech is going to come bounding in. He will incur an AOO with his movement.
He's blind, I thought.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's blind.
That's true.
So his CMD went way down then. So yeah, he is blind.
Does he have like tremor sense or tremor sight or whatever?
Nope. At the end of his round, he does get another save though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 15
I think so.
minus 3. 19 fails by 1 because of that damn...
He's just meant to die.
Because of that damn innervation that that Zephyro stuck in his back, just made his soul a little bit weaker. All right, Tech walks up to the creature. Tech is now raging. This creature seems to sense that when other people are mad. But there's a rude kind of a tick and clack from Tech, and he's going to do a multi-attack. Because why the hell not? He's going to do it power attacking. And he's going to flank against the blind guy.
You should hit all 4 of his attacks, right?
He does have both improved multi-weapon fighting and multi-weapon fighting. So he gets 2 attacks in his first 2 actions. So he gets 4 attacks, basically.
Yeah.
With flank and rage. AC 41 hit. I don't think he has improved crit. Let me check. Nope, not yet. AC 39 is a hit. And then he's got 2 attacks at plus 19. AC 36, I have to check. This thing's dex mod is not positive, so I'm not including the plus 2 for him being blind. All right, so he hit 3 times. You can feel the coming anger of the Titan god.
I'm trying to save it. What do you want? I tried to get it away.
Tech does 85 damage after those 3 hits.
It's okay if you kill still attack. I won't mind.
It's at 304 damage. It's still up, even with the energy drain. Tech is cleaving it up. It's hurt.
Yeah, Jasper's having a whole conversation here.
All right, the desert lights are dipping down, and they're going to give Thurgus kind of a jolting touch.
Are those 5 footsteps, or are they?
Yeah, those are 5 footsteps. Yeah.
Okay.
These are touch attacks, AC 29 and nat 20.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, are you under protective luck?
Yes, because
Yes.
protective luck didn't trigger until around
Okay.
3.
It'll go down next. This will be your last round with it.
All right, so instead of the crit hit, it AC 21's touch.
21. Yeah. Oh yeah, by 1.
Okay. And you're not protected against electricity in any way?
No.
All right, you get zapped for a total of 21 damage.
Rude.
And then this one is just kind of bobbing around, and it's going to try to wait for it to see, and it doesn't roll high enough to not be invisible, or not be blind. They seem to be feeding off of fear. Little creatures of electricity. They're annoying. Shadow Nagas. I'm just going to remove them from the initiative. They don't have the ability to come here, or at least not today. Tribe of the Moon. They're beginning to rally a little bit. They stride forward and are firing arrows at the big red reaver that dared attack their holy temple and their people. 20s, so they don't. The Moon Dancer in here needs to roll a d20 to break free from this half-hearted grab. It is not considered grappled, even though it's holding onto her. It's just so big. Nope, she's kind of at its mercy. Bukerbeck.
You could go and help the people
Tend
up
to the
north.
wounded.
Okay. Bookerbeck first is going to cast a resist communal spell on himself and Thurgus before moving
yeah.
back. And
That
he
makes sense.
is going to make a concentration check. DC.
Far
He's
too
not
logical
threatened,
for
is
me
he?
to suggest.
Oh, it's blind and... Oh, he's not threatened. You're right. So he's going to cast communal resist energy electricity, giving you 20 electricity resistance on himself and you after he saw them Zolt. And then while the thing is still blind, he's going to use... He moves pretty quickly with his... Yeah, well, his boggards are slow, and then he's not. He avoids these weird tiles. And we'll just move into the room. I am a friend!
He got hasted, didn't he?
He did. He approaches. I am a friend. I will
Yeah,
help.
buddy.
Thurgus. We're back to Thurgus again.
Ah! More raging. This time with flank. On an extra round of rage, I'm not doing any crazy buffs or shenanigans this round. I've already got... Oh, I will continue to burn rounds of Bane, though.
Yep.
No! Titan said no!
Thurgus said yes!
Oh!
First one's 44 to hit for 68 points of damage.
60. 372 drops it to minus 19. It is unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna start taking shots at the glittery things.
Okay.
I have no fortune this round. So, first one is at -5. Does 35 hit? Oh, sorry, that 33 hit? That shouldn't have...
Yeah, now that Fereosae has made them giant targets like a balloon game.
Okay. And then 36 and hasted attack 33. So my low's a 33.
All 3 hits, and your min damage is...
Do these count as the same creature type as the Red Reaver, or are they different?
They are not.
Okay, let me make sure that I have Bane turned off then. My min damage is 3d6 plus 41. So 44.
44. Okay, don't roll min and they're dead. Because they absorbed... They got stronger with the fear. Alright.
48, 49, and 54.
You destroy all 3 of them. It's a good round. Blasting them in these wide sweeps and going after them as they're trying to get away. One of them didn't even move because it was blind. It was just happy to sit near the Red Reaver, much to its final dismay. The raging that is left behind, aside from the ringing in your ears from this thing's trumpeting and horribly baritone voice, is basically Thurgus's heavy breathing is the loudest thing on the field of battle at this point.
And I will cast Greater Celestial Healing on myself.
You know this spell?
Yeah. I landed.
Greater Celestial Healing. Okay.
So it should be 6 rounds of 4 fast healing.
And it's a good spell.
Okay. You feel this warm glow as your wounds are kind of glowing golden. The words don't are not normally the type of words that you say, but
So, I'm not gonna do anything to forget this spell. Should I add a section here of good spells cast and remembered?
so because you've been trying to forget the evil spells that you've been casting,
If
you are
I just remember casting all these good spells, so I couldn't possibly be evil.
yes, you could create a section called Good Spells Cast, but I also want you to go /hubris section,
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
and you can keep track of the good spells that you've cast falsely.
Yeah.
Shall we gut the beast, my queen? Says Tech and Kreen to Fereosae. It's the professor casting spells on himself. Zephyros just floats forward. And next
Make
to
it neat, my friend.
okay, Professor. They're talking about how they're talking in their head about making it meat.
Ooh, I will look around up to the sky as I heal and glow with the aura of a good aligned paladin or cleric or whatever. See, you saw there, I was trying to get it away, trying to save it. You saw I stopped immediately once you warned me. Point taken. I'll be more careful next time.
The dude picked the professor as his representative, right?
It's
And
chaos,
got the
right?
professor as his representative.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
All right, Mockernum comes running back. Oh, hi! He runs up to Zephyros. It startles the catfolk. Fereosae. These catfolk are cheering and moving forward. Fereosae, what are you doing? Just playing to the end of the round.
What are you blathering on about, Professor?
That beast that unfortunately was slain today by our hands. I tried to stop it. You see, it is that Titan fellow, the storm one. We don't say the names these days to call the eyes down.
This is in the head. Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying it in the head. I don't want him reading my
Yeah.
thoughts. He was a bit mad on that first phantasmal killer. Yes, so definitely, I didn't kill him. I will say that one out loud.
So your patron is messing with the people that we need for our mission?
Listen, I don't quite understand it either. I think we're good. I think we're heroes. Job well done.
I'll fly up. No need to cackle or anything. Anything that's tripped will go on. Go ahead and go down.
I put my action in chat. I'm just waiting for Marty to tell me whether or not I get to act.
I will wield a pick as I'm walking over to it.
Oh yeah. So the professor is taking no action to stop them.
I'm arguing.
Okay. Thurgus, Tech basically is getting ready for a strike, and Thurgus just plows his blade into the creature. Describe how you killed the Red Reaver.
So as it fell down with its body facing me, hands holding onto its head or whatever, it fell face first. And Thurgus just kind of takes a couple steps back and charges forward as he cleaves clean through as far into the body from the head as possible, just trying to bisect this huge creature.
All right. It
Imagine he basically just like split it like you would cut down a plate down the middle.
it twitches as it dies, spilling its blood across the threshold of this temple. All right, D13. I am looking up to see what sort of incurable disease you've just been strucken with by a deity.
Very nice.
Here we go. I guess I might get a chance to use this meta magic feat today after all. I appear to be having a heart attack. No, that's poison. Yes, well.
You now have cholera.
I have an old-timey disease. Oh my god, what is D&D cholera?
Immediately, there's a mild to piercing pain in your gut.
That's good. It's just the flesh grafter bags going bad down there.
In the coming days, you will have vomiting, muscle cramps, and diarrhea so severe, and it says Seymour. Severe.
Seymour.
Seymour, your diarrhea.
That leads to within hours severe dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. Okay, so
Oh my god. How do you even put cholera on your D&D character sheet?
So up at the top, you know where there are those conditions? Write down that you have incurable cholera, because incurable is a thing.
Yep, there we go. Okay. Is there like a link or some text I can put next to this?
Give me a second. It will become active in 7 days. The DC of the cholera is reduced. Not in this case. The DC is 13. And I know what incurable does. Okay. Well, that's good. DC 13, incurable cholera.
So does that mean you just have to do it every day, and days that he saves, he's good. Days that he doesn't, he's bad?
Yep. If you are currently suffering any ability damage from the cholera, you are considered fatigued for that day.
Oof.
The current con damage is 0.
So...
But you felt, as the creature died, you felt a pain in your gut.
So I've got received from Kernatos Morris for disobeying his command and destroying his giant red reaver. Becomes active in 7 days. DC 13. Current con damage is 0. How should we mark down like the symptoms, the mechanic symptoms?
It'll just be con damage. You're gonna roll every morning versus con damage.
Okay.
And also, we're gonna laugh at you because you have the poops.
We'll try to cure it as soon as it actually kicks in, and we
Can't. It's
kind of
incurable.
realize.
Well, incurable has a mechanic to it, so
We'll try anyway.
yep,
This is a fortitude save?
it's fortitude save.
And a 1 would mean I'd fail no matter what?
Yep.
Okay, because my fortitude's 15, plus I've got Belt of the Plague Rat. That gives me an enhancement bonus to disease or poison once per day.
All right, so every 20 days, you're gonna take con damage and have a really tired, really bad bout, pains, and
That's basically reality. I mean,
once every 20 days. Like, did you have beer last night?
this is no longer fair. This is a little close to home.
Funny.
I don't know about you guys. Once every 20 days is the fantasy for me. I order a lot of delivery these days. COVID's been rough.
Yeah. The con damage is permanent then, right? This will eventually kill
No,
me here.
no,
after...
you can restore it with spells, but fatigued is
Okay.
bad because I don't think you can prepare spells that day.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Well, let's look at preparing spells and fatigued.
If we remove the damage, though, can you prepare after that?
Yeah, you wouldn't be fatigued anymore.
Okay. Means we get a late start to the day because the professor's still in the bathroom. Bookerbeck's got
I
a cure
got
some contact.
cholera. I've got an old-timey cowboy West disease. I got it out in the deserts exploring.
On the frontier.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Well, it's really gonna, I think, probably test Bookerbeck's faith that he can't cure a disease for his best friend.
Yeah, I'll have to look up wizard spellcasting because I think you need to be well rested in order to re-prepare your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
It's like the same amount of con damage. How do you? Like, how do I determine how much con? What was
It's
it?
on the disease. It's probably like a D2 or something, or a D4. Who knows? We'll find out when it comes up.
We'll definitely strip the magic off this creature. Try and figure out what we can about how he was sent.
Yeah. Bookerbeck is trying to help a lady in the back of the temple. You guys are stripping the magic off. The catfolk are approaching. They're in a combination of checking on the injured and the dead. This one moon dancer catfolk got dropped by the Red Reaver and picks herself off the ground. She looks up at Thurgus and the others. She's wary about the Kreen, but not so much that she's not, pulling someone from the battlefield and pulling them into an embrace. These catfolk run up. They seem less concerned about the stuff you're pulling off the Red Reaver. The moon dancers all run inside. One of the warriors follows, and a couple more you've pretty much convinced them that yes, you are their friends, or at least they hope you are.
I'm gonna try and drag the Red Reaver away.
This thing is
That guy, I assume, is gonna butcher it right there if
I'm not
no
gonna
one
let.
stops him.
I'm gonna stop attacking. I don't want to butcher it in the shrine. Like
Oh,
self-defense is one thing, but like it's kind of
Yeah, it
important
seems
to
fair.
me that we don't just color the place more than we have to.
so it's basically one every 400 days you have a bad cholera day. Interesting.
Isn't that nice? Look at that. I got
Yeah.
a little time. I still got some time. Settle my affairs.
All right. Cool. All right, so you're dragging the thing away. I think with your remaining strength for the day, you can drag it around the corner if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Some of the
my heavy capacity is 2,800 pounds, so drag is what
10,000
3 times?
pounds. Yeah, you've got some of the catfolk warrior helping you, as well as tech pushing. So I think between the whole group of you.
Yeah, my goal is to get it away from this place and then build like a pyre or something like that.
Okay, you pull it off into the scrubland near the temple. Zephyrus is basically flying up to keep watch. Oh, you really fucked that thing up, didn't you?
It was glorious. I hope the blood bear was watching.
Yep.
Right, is Pixel with you, Fereosae?
yes.
Fereosae, you ended up. Oh, one note crashed on me. You end up pulling off an amulet, a ring, a belt, and a cloak. The ring, it may have gotten the ring from that calamity that the professor spied upon using his, or someone may have taken it from that calamity and given it to the creature.
Sure.
I'll paste this into your treasure sheet.
Okay.
Once it's dragged a sufficient amount away, I'll come in because I still want to give that offering to Tekrakai.
What are you giving him?
The Moon Maiden. Well, I have the offering from the Dreamers of
Oh
Oklahoma.
yeah. So you guys pull this away. Tech goes about trying to slaughter the creature and pull off its claws and teeth and maybe even skin it. I think Fereosae is in a position to talk first. Maybe you can see Bukerbeck talking with some of the catfolk that are there.
Sure. Hello. We seem to have come at a time when we can be of help.
The Moon Dancers and the Catfolk Warriors of the Tribe of the Moon do part as you walk in. Some of them are tending to their dead.
Perhaps it was Iambulus Will.
You've walked into holy ground, at least by the depictions that are along the sides of these stone walls. Let me get a.
I'm following behind Fereosae once I hear her talking and walking. See her walking inside. Is this gonna like burn me or anything?
You don't know.
We have come recently from the Kallow Mounds, where we spent some time with Thousand Bones and their kin. I'm Fereosae. This is Thurgus. Thurgus is a warrior respected by the greatest warriors of the Sun Tribe.
I think Thurgus is outside still, is he not?
Yes, I'll motion back towards the giant bear. The Kreen outside is a friend of mine, a good friend. An enemy of the Red Mantis. I know that often people are uncomfortable around him, but I assure you, you're safer around him than not around him.
Okay. She actually like politely kind of gets down on one knee and takes your hand. You are most welcome here.
We appreciate your hospitality greatly.
I am Moon Maiden Tekrakai. I am leader of this tribe.
We have come with some fairly specific problems that we think you may be able to help us with. And we understand there may be some problems that that you could use our assistance with as well, particularly around the Shrine of Iambulus. We have a friend that is trapped in the dreaming.
She seems a little bit surprised at that, and she looks at Pixel. Like, she keeps on glancing at Pixel.
And we seek a powerful information about a powerful artifact, a crown worn by a terrible destroyer.
I'll say in the telepathic bond. Also, they may want to call an exterminator. Their house in the Shadow Realm is infested with snakes. But just in the material world, I will just smile and nod along.
Ah,
Heard any
you said your
creatures
name
of
was
shadow?
Fereosae, did you?
Yes.
This old codger of a Rakasta that comes up to you. They're kind of like lynxes, if
Yeah, nice.
just sort of like a white tigerish head, and this guy's like a bobcat or a lynx. The white hair you think may have been a different color in his youth, and he's looking through a book. I don't know any Pharisees. How do you spell it?
What do I want?
Spell Pharisee.
Spell it.
Oh, Fereosae.
Eosae. Oh, I would have put the A in a different location. I see, and no accent. Hey, Faye. Yes. Faye.
Thank you.
Uh,
It seems to be my lot.
please excuse Akram. He is our truth speaker.
Hmm.
He is
It's
very
nice to meet you.
He's very dutiful with his quill. Ah, yes.
We are doers of great deeds. We hope that your quill will tell our stories honestly to your fellow tribes.
The quill is mightier than all weapons, as it is the key to magic. And magic trumps all weapons indeed.
Don't
Hear,
say
hear.
that around Thurgus.
Is this the large one that defeated the Titan's Red Reaver?
Thurgus will cut your pen in half and tell you that his weapon is magic, and that makes it even more powerful.
We'll then argue about whether or not the process of creating such a weapon was originally written down.
We mind.
Turgis, what place to see? We'll have plenty of time to discuss. The Red Reaver would
You'll
have.
want to keep your quill to write stories about Thurgus. He is an amazing creature who has done amazing deeds and attracted a great deal of interest and attention from a surprisingly wide swath of extraordinarily wicked people.
It is not my position to judge. It is my position to capture and remember, to speak the truth of things.
Oh, scholar after my own heart. You're here again, sir.
I'm a bit of a singer of stories myself, so I recognize parts of that mission.
He's writing something down. You're not sure what he's writing.
I'll turn it into a ballad someday.
Please, you may stay here. We will invoke the squares in a moment, once we've wrapped our dead and tended to our wounded.
Invoke the squares.
She nods, and the truth speaker smiles like he knows something that you don't, and she seems to be a healer. She does go rushing off to go have a look at
Knowledge, religion?
Yeah. Well, this place is it's not an inheritor race temple. This place is very big. The doorways are way too wide.
It's like a Titan temple. Then.
It looks like it was built over the spot where you can still see bits of like broken columns, kind of like like a colonnade.
Probably still either knowledge, religion, or
No,
knowledge.
knowledge, no, knowledge, religion.
Okay. That's 19. 29.
The tribe of the moon of the Rakastan and catfolk of Bostera did rebuild this temple upon the ruins of a older temple to the Titan god of dreams, sleeping, and nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
While the construction has changed, the foundation has not. and the aim of its fate has not. In fact, you can see almost like they used it like decorations. The alphabet in Titan, the language, kind of throughout the carvings and relief carvings along the wall. Some of the relief carvings are missing, while others have been placed up, and they're telling a hodgepodge of stories that have to do with the Titans more so than the religion. These squares, there isn't a speck of dirt on them. There isn't any dust. Even the footprints that you've left behind seems to have faded or been pushed to the side. There's something magical about these 3 squares.
I'm gonna take a step off. Maybe. Yes. I guess 29 doesn't give me enough to know exactly what the squares do.
No, you think that this is, given the layout of old temples, they wouldn't have their most sacred place hidden. This is kind of the place where there was likely once the statue of the Titan, grand in this room. Such statuary is long gone, but
Does a 29 let me know what alignment? This is Somnambulance. What was this Titan's name? This is the sleeping Iambulus.
Iambulus is the name of the Titan. He is the sleeping Titan.
Yeah, he's like chaotic neutral.
Yep.
And does just like my knowledge of arcane or religion in general tell me that if this god's power is about to fill this room, will that have a bad impact on my chaotic evil self?
Well, if the pantheon of gods that are worshipped in the pearls that you know of are divided into a couple of factions, and then there are some weird gods. The 2 main factions are the Titan gods and the Inheritor gods.
Mm-hmm.
You do have... Give me one more knowledge religion.
$26.
There is a primordial god, the goddess of night. Her name is Nyx. You went into her realm when you traveled the Shadow Plane.
Mm.
There is an interloper. He's some giant god of fire that somehow isn't a Titan, but kind of like acts like a Titan. There is another interloper. He's more of an interloper, as in he came from somewhere else. There's another interloper god. His name is Ioun. He is the god of magic and the archmage. He came from some other distant place. You know that many of the wizards of the Arcanacrum worship Ioun. And then you're pretty certain there might be an alien god, like something that's really weird. Something to do with water, but you don't know much about that one. That's not to mention... That's the pantheon of true deities, and then there's a bunch of powers and demons and devils and daemons and other things that you kind of like to reach out to because they are esoteric and not well understood and perhaps more willing to bestow greater heaps of power upon those that are smart enough to make contact with them, as opposed to being one amongst many in a choir of beggary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so all of that, it seems reasonable that this guy probably his like magic power or whatever isn't gonna cause too much of a problem for me being chaotic evil and being the patron of another Titan.
Nothing has struck you down yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside, Tech is busy carving up the things. Some of the Catfolk warriors are helping him. You're walking back, Thurgus, because you've got an offering to give.
Yep.
Okay. They are parting way as you approach, and
I'll kind of stop for the
Yeah.
tiles. mostly because like I'm tracking in blood. I haven't really noticed any of the magic stuff associated with it.
You
but
could
I'm
see
trying-
Fereosae talking with this old cat guy that is writing in a book. Bukerbeck is chatting quietly and providing healing to folks. He will channel energy a couple of times.